What's up, guys? Today we have my UFC 311 fight picks. Man, it's been a while since we had a pay-per-view, but we're finally back. If you guys are new here, we make UFC 5 content along with the in real life UFC stuff. So if that interests you, please drop a sub. Without no further ado, let's get right into the video. First up, on the main card, we have Kevin Holland versus Reinier de Ridder. Reinier de Ridder used to be the one championship double champ in middleweight and light heavyweight, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but guys, he's not as good as people are saying he is. People are saying he reminds them of Dricus. Like, what, guys? What are we talking about? This dude is nowhere near the level of Dricus du Plessis. He had a close fight with GM3 up until he finally got the submission. I picked him to win by submission, but I thought he was going to get it done in like round 1, maybe 2. So he did end up getting a good knockdown, but Kevin Holland's best work is done in the stand-up, and he doesn't have terrible jiu-jitsu. His wrestling isn't the best, but his jiu-jitsu isn't bad at all. So I think Kevin Holland's going to get a knockout in this fight. I think he's going to find the chin of Reinier de Ridder, drop him, boom, 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 a little bit of ground and pound. I think he's going to get him out of there. That's my prediction. Kevin Holland is really experienced. He's almost like a veteran now in the UFC. It's crazy to think about, but I mean, he's fought some really good people. Hamzat, Chimaev. He beat Joaquin Buckley, and now we talk about Buckley as being like really good. I mean, Kevin Holland is not a pushover. I think Kevin Holland's really going to win this fight. I don't see how Reinier de Ridder could beat him. Kevin Holland's just too good in the stand-up for Reinier de Ridder, at least. And yeah, that's my pick. Kevin Holland by knockout. Moving up the card, we have Beneil Dariush versus Renato Money Moicano. This is going to be a really good fight, guys. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Both of these guys have great jiu-jitsu, excuse me. This might be a stink fest, guys, but I'm excited to see the result. Beneil Dariush coming off a loss over Arman. Renato Moicano coming off a win over Benoit Saint-Denis. Man, Renato looked really good in that last performance, and Beneil didn't look good at all in his. So it's a hard one to pick. I'm going to go Renato Moicano by decision. I think he's just younger, more sharp, and I think he's really going to just put on a better all-around mixed martial arts performance than Beneil. I mean, it would be cool to see either of these guys win. I don't really have a favorite I want to win, but I think Renato Moicano is going to get it done by decision. Just a way better all-around mixed martial arts performance. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Moving up the card, Jiri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill. Everyone really has mixed opinions on this fight. Some people think Jamal Hill is going to win. Others think Jiri's going to win. But guys, people don't realize this. Jiri has the worst defense of any ranked fighter in the UFC. I can't think of anyone that has worse defense than Jiri Prochazka. The reason Jiri Prochazka is so good, though, is because of his crappy defense. He's like a Tony Ferguson, where he's so unorthodox, it makes people open up against him. He catches him with something wild, you know? But I'm going to go with Jamal Hill. If Jamal Hill loses to Jiri Prochazka, especially if he gets finished by Jiri Prochazka, MMA fans they are not going to be merciful at all. They're going to go all in on Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill has to win this for his career's sake. Jiri Prochazka, coming off of a bad loss against Alex Pereira. Can he take the same shots? I don't know. I just think Jamal Hill is going to take advantage of Jiri Prochazka's terrible defense, and I think he might actually knock Jiri out in the 2nd or 3rd round. But let me make it clear, I want Jiri to win. Everyone loves Jiri. He's cool. He's a little weird. He's Jiri Prochazka. You know, everyone likes him. But I just think Jamal Hill is going to get it done. I think he has the better hands, the better boxing, better defense. It just makes more sense for Jamal Hill to win this one, guys. Now, moving on to the co-main event, we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov is a terrible matchup for Merab. He throws kicks like jabs. His wrestling is going to be able to shut down Merab's, most likely. You never know. I just feel like Umar has the perfect style to beat someone like Merab. The only success Sean O'Malley had against Merab was in the later rounds with his kicks, and his kicks from distance specifically. And Umar Nurmagomedov, that's kind of his specialty on the feet, is his question mark kicks, his long teeps. And Merab, he's just going to have a problem with that. You never know with Merab, though. He could show up as that beast that we know him to be, like he did against Petr Yan. And he could like completely shut down Umar Nurmagomedov and just run right through him. You never know. But that's unlikely to happen against Nurmagomedov. Just look at the last name, look at where he's from. These guys simply don't lose. MMA is their life, and it's probably Merab's life too, but it's something about the style, the mindset of these people. It's just hard to see them lose. It really is, guys. So yeah, basically, I'm going with Umar. His kicks are like jabs, and his wrestling, his grappling is really good. It's a stylistic matchup for Merab Dvalishvili. I don't really know what else I can say about that one. But Merab could show up to be that beast that we know him to be. You never know. Moving on to the main event of the evening, we have Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan. Man, I'm excited to see this one. Is Arman gonna show an upset? Is he gonna show improvements? They fought once before. I just watched that fight. Is Islam Makhachev gonna submit himself as the lightweight GOAT? That is kind of what's on the line here. I'd like to see him get one more defense at lightweight, and then I'd be like, okay, this dude's the lightweight GOAT. But Arman Tsarukyan definitely is not a pushover, and this is going to show how good Islam Makhachev really is. Islam Makhachev coming off a win over Dustin Poirier, and in that fight against Dustin Poirier, Dustin did a lot better than we all expected. Or did Islam Makhachev, is he just not as good as we thought? That's going to be answered on Saturday, guys. Is Islam Makhachev just overrated, or is Dustin Poirier, was he just good? That's what we're going to find out. I'm going to go with Islam to win this one. Kind of the same thing with Umar. These guys just don't lose, brother. These guys don't lose, brother. And Islam Makhachev is a great fighter. He's great everywhere. Great striking, great jiu-jitsu, great wrestling. That's the same thing as Arman, but the only thing is I feel like Islam does everything better than Arman does. I'm going for Arman. You know, I'd like to see Arman win, but Islam Makhachev, it's a tall task, bro. Islam Makhachev, pound for pound best fighter in the world. Arman Tsarukyan kind of struggling against Charles Oliveira. At times on the ground, he dominated that fight, I think, but at times he was in some trouble on the ground. Islam Makhachev, you can't be making those mistakes, at least not in a 5-round fight. Because you give up those submissions, you give up those positions, they're going to wear you out. Not only that, Islam knows how to either submit you or use it to his advantage and take a more dominant position. I'm excited for this one. This is one of those rare fights where the best truly are fighting the best. At least rare now, you know, UFC is kind of becoming boxing. But that's pretty much it. We're going with Islam to win. I'm going to say decision. And that is going to do it for my UFC 311 fight picks. You guys let me know what you think below. Let me know what you think on some of these fights. Thank you guys so much for watching. So excited for this weekend, guys. You guys take it easy. Become a member if you would like to. Like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.